Greetings and salutations and welcome back to Ultima VII, the Black Gate. Right, where did we leave off? Last we played, we were transported from our native land of Earth to the magical land of Britannia, where we learned of a grisly murder and uncovered, through some investigation, the likely culprits. A man with a hook and someone else who I forget. But two people at any rate, who left by ship heading for the capital city of Britain. With that done, we were allowed out of the starter town of Trinsic, and that's more or less where we left off. Excuse me. So, let us journey onward. So here we are, with the remains of our last conquest. Now, question, where are we again? We're somewhere south of Trinsic. Okay, yeah, there's Trinsic, there we are. I don't know whether we can get across that to take a look at these islands. I also don't know whether it's wise, but let's try anyway. Why not? Adventure! They could always use a little food, these guys. Yeah, I thought as much. Excuse me a moment, something just went off behind me. Okay, it's just Twitch telling me that I could look at my dashboard on my mobile device, which is not terribly useful to me, but right now. But that's fine. Appreciate the notification. So, oh hey, hi. Oh no, these guys are hostile. No. I think I double clicked on myself there. Oh dear. And we've had our first total party wipe. Excellent. Oh, actually, I've forgotten to change my stream info. One moment while I do that. And category is not Gaia Fallen. It is Ultima VII, the Black Gate. Good. I think we can add retro to that. Okay, stream info's done. And yes. I did create a clip. I don't know what happened to that. I'd have to go looking for that. Right, so if you've just joined us, we just had our first total party kill, which I'm going to just click through this text for now. I'm going to, I think, try to reload, if I can remember how to do that. There we go. So I'll save. Right, and we're back. Okay, so let's not head in the direction that we just headed, which was, I think we'll find. Can I open the map? No, I was hoping I could open the map from the keyboard, but if there's a key command for that, I don't know it. We died somewhere around here, I think, to pirates by the looks of it. So we could use a bit more leveling before we take on anything vaguely human. Right, so in that case, I'm thinking maybe we should follow the plot a little bit and actually head up north through the swamps here, through what I think is Paws over here, and up into Britain. As you can see, we can kill wolves and deer, I think that is. Actually, thinking of which, there we go. No, Avatar. There we go. Now, I think I had YOLO on the food. Is this our food bag? This is our food bag. Because these guys eat a lot, so seeing an opportunity. I'm stocking up on the food a bit. Good. Something's attacking us. Hello? Oh, there we go. We have valiantly triumphed over the rather small wolf. Okay, so here's Trinsic. Now we just have to head north. We can buy a horse and carriage. How much money do we actually have? Yola, you have the abacus. 7. We cannot buy a horse and carriage. Right, in that case, we're just going to have to walk. Oh, hey, hi. Hi. You see a young entertainer who beckons to you. Name. I am Paul. My colleagues' names are Merrill and Dustin. Job. We perform a passion play about the fellowship. It costs only 2 gold per person to see. If thou dost want us to perform it, please say so. Fellowship. It would be much simpler to view the play. Passion play. A passion play is a morality tale performed on stage. Well, we have very little money as we just established, so I'm just going to say bye. Okay, but that's interesting. So there are... Oh, hey, there's a fox. Can we talk to the fox? No, I think one of the other... We will eventually find a fox that we can talk to. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, hey, look at... Oops. Apparently I brought up version info. That's not what I wanted. Thank you. Right, we killed a crocodile. Or alligator, as the case may be. Honestly, don't know what... whether Britannia should be considered to be based on the New World or the Old. Logically, one would expect it to be related to Britain and such like, but I don't think they have crocodilians in Britain. Anyway, I want to see how much health I have. 18. You have 14. Oh, oops. I keep thinking that clicking on them... I keep thinking that clicking on them will bring up their inventory, but it doesn't. 14. Okay, so that's not great. Yeah, we could use some swamp boots, but we don't have them. If we get some swamp boots, then we can walk through the swamp safely. If we don't have them, then we will get poisoned if we try it. But anyway, here we are. I think we're in pause. My runic is terribly rusty. I think that's an S. I think that's a T, but I don't remember the rest of my runes well enough. Oh well, let's find out what the place is. You see the town bartender. She looks very busy, but she obviously takes pride in her work. Name. I am Polly. It is a pleasure to meet thee. Job. The owner and proprietor of the Salty Dog, the finest eating and drinking establishment in all of Paws, at thy service. I think it's the only one in all of Paws. But anyway, tell us about Paws. Actually, there are no other inns or pubs in Paws. It is a small place, but our food and drink here is quite good, honestly. Bye. Good day to thee, milady. Okay, so it's Salty Dog. So hold on, I want to look at those runes now. No, not me. I want to look at the runes. Okay, so S, so that's an A, L, T, Y. That's a D, O, and a G. Okay. Not that I'm going to remember that immediately, but exposure helps one to recall these things. Okay, so we're there tonight. It would be nice if we could zoom in. There's an interesting looking bit of forest up here. I think it is worth noting that when we die, we actually do get respawned. Oh, hey, this is pretty. Ah, a sort of more or less a square of little red flowers. Interesting. I don't know whether there's anything relevant there. Is there anything going on in this patch of woodland? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, fair enough. This is, as you can tell, an open world game, so there is a fair bit of wilderness to trudge through. You see an old woman who gives you a smile of grandmotherly sweetness. You can see immediately that her vision is poor. Name. My name is Beverly. Job. Why, I run the House of Items here in Paws. House of Items. It is a shop that sells antiques and previously used items. Running this shop allows me to remain youthful and active. It is heartening to sell things to the poor people of this town that they might not otherwise be able to afford. Paws. Here in Paws the people have very little money, but it matters not because they care for each other. Buy. There are many rare and fine things to be bought here in my shop, bargains to be had nowhere else in all of Britannia. Many fine things. Let me see. There is a cradle for sale, a rocking horse, a bell, an hourglass, a spittoon, a lute, a sextant. Since I am moving a bit more slowly these days, I let my customers help themselves and take what they have bought. Providing they pay me first, of course. I do trust folks to pay me the correct amount. I am nearly blind, I am afraid. Right, we don't need much of that. We might want that bell. That bell came from the High Court of Justice in U. It was rung to announce that court was in session. I can sell thee that interesting conversation piece for 6 gold coins. Dost thou wish to buy it? I wonder whether we need that or not. You know what, it's only 6 gold coins. Let's go for it on the off chance. Thou mayst take thy bell. Use it in good health. We have a sextant. Goodbye. Right. So that is now ours. Yeah. We can play some music. That's neat. Did we actually pay her? Come to think of it. Yes, good. I was a little worried there for a moment. Okay. You see a beggar. You cannot tell from the look on his face whether he is about to laugh or cry. Name. My name is Fen, milady. Job. He looks away from you shamefully. I have none, milady. None. I used to be a farmer in more prosperous times. I used to work with Comor and Merrick. Comor. He is my best friend and the bravest man I know. Oh, please, thou art making mine eyes leak. Merrick. Merrick joined the fellowship so he could live in their shelter, the poor guy. Shelter? Humph! If thou art so unfortunate as to want to live there, thou wouldst do better on the corner with Comor and I. Fellowship. If the fellowship truly wants to help people, why would they let us starve just because we do not want to join? Interesting. They cannot answer that one. Corner. Even when pockets are light, there is still some mercy left in this world. Begging for money is not a proud profession, but there are worse ones. Starve. Do not worry, we shall not starve. Camille sends her son to buy us with food and clothing for us every so often. That's nice. Worse. At least we do not have to do what Merrick does. He recruits for the fellowship. Ouch. Camille. Camille is a good woman. She lives at the farm bordering the dairy. Tobias. He is a fine lad, always willing to give us a hand, unlike that rude urchin, Garrett. Reference to Richard Garriott, I wonder? Garrett? He's the son of Feridwin and Britta, who run the shelter. Garrett crosses the road to avoid us. We would not want the likes of him walking down our side of the road anyway. Give. Wilt thou give me a bit of money? Yes. How much? I have only one. Thank thee, milady. Bye. Good fortune to ye, milady. Okay. Now. So that's where we are. Okay, yes, so we can cross the road into this section here. Excuse me while I have a drink. All right. Is there anything up here now? Oh yes, there is. What is this place? I have another bell. Oh, it's a mill is what it is. Maybe it's a good thing that Yulo isn't here, because I'm not sure she could restrain herself around so much potential bread. I'm half hoping you're watching that, Yulo, and please know that if you do watch it, that I mean that only in jest, and with no actual disparagement. Hi, I'm invading your home. You see a cheerful, handsome young man who gives you a friendly wave as you approach. Name. My name is Andrew. How art thou, my lady? Job. Whew, is that how we answer how art thou? I am the owner and proprietor of the dairy here in Paws. Dairy. Yes, I sell milk and cheese. Thou mayst find the dairy between Camille's farm and the slaughterhouse. I don't think we really need any of this, so let's just get moving, I think, yes? Yes. Oh, it's a nice farm. Interesting layout for the farm. It's not north-south. By the looks of it, it's sort of not quite northeast-southwest. But if that's the way they want to lay out their farm, that's fair enough. See no particular reason that they shouldn't do so. Right. Gotten sort of... Oh, I see. So, yeah, all that brown is farmland, I think. Okay. Well, we should be coming up on Britain, which is good. Yeah, here are the streets of the capital city of Britannia. Someone's left their doors open. What's that? Despite having an outline, that is not a thing. That's locked. Ah. This appears to be a coach house. Hi. You see a pleasant-looking young peasant woman. Name. My name is Diane. Job. My job is to oversee the stables here in Britain and sell thee a horse and carriage if thou dost want one. Okay. So we know where to go if we want a horse and carriage. There's the horse and carriage itself. Oh, there's the door to this. Ah, there's the familiar music of Britain. What's that? Leeks and dried meat. Someone has just left in a building here. More food. Oops. Yeah, nothing of particular interest. Okay. Alright. Yellow, break out the food, please. That'll do for the moment. Right. So now I'm not quite sure. Oh, yes. We want to be. That's right. We want to find out about the ship. Greetings. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing this. Keijiro, is that it? Greetings and salutations and welcome. Now. No, I didn't want to click on myself. I wanted to click on this guy. There we go. So, when we were intrinsic, we learned that the murderers... Yeah, that sword is pretty huge, but it is a two-handed sword. And it presumably does some decent damage. But yes, as I was saying, when we were intrinsic, we learned that the murderers left for Britain by ship. So, it seems like a good idea to come talk with the local shipmaster. Before us stands an old sailing man whose determined face appears to have weathered many a storm. Name. I be Clint. Job. In my youth I was a sailor who sailed across the sea in tall ships. Now I must content myself solely with selling ships and sextants to others. I don't know what accent this is, but it's what I'm going with now. Sailor. Of course, this was in the day when it took mighty men to be a sailor. Nowadays, those who set out to sea would not have lasted a day. But I suppose it is the nature of the universe that everything slowly becomes more tame. Tame. Soon all the monsters will die off, and the whole world will join together in trust and worthiness, and unity, like all those fellowship people say. Bah! The world was a better place when everybody fought everybody else, I say. What a lovely fellow. Tell me about the fellowship. You seem to have opinions. It is always the best thing to make thine own way in the world and not listen to what thou art told to believe. Thou hadst better remember that. Okay, so the Crown Jewel is the ship that our suspects escaped in. So let's ask about that. The Crown Jewel came to Britain? Not any time recently, most certainly not. I remember the Crown Jewel, and it has not been to Britain for a long time. Well, that's interesting. Very interesting. May their travels do well. So I wonder where they did go. Let's see. Well, they went north from Trinsic, so they might have gone here or here. I don't think they went to the island that's actually hidden under the banner here and that came with the expansion pack, what these days we would call DLC. What was that? I didn't catch what that person said. Let's see, that's a D of ownership. I'm just going to snoop a bit and see whether there's anything contradicting his story. No. What's this? No. That's not a readable document. So far, I'm not seeing anything to contradict what he said. Okay. I'm not going to try to pick that lock. That would be unvirtuous of me. And I am playing the avatar of the virtues, after all. Okay, so our criminals don't seem to have landed here in Britain, at any rate. So, what else is there around here? This is... Alright, let's see how my runic's doing. Those are E's, I'm pretty sure. That's an R, so that's E. I think that was an L we just learned from the salty dog. So that's something iller. Not all sure. Oh, hi. Who are you? You see a man whose boyish face is set with scrutinizing eyes that look as if they have seen much. Name. My name is Sean. Job. When not tending to fellowship affairs, I am a jeweller here in Britain. If thou dost wish to buy something, say so. So that was jeweller that it said on the sign. Fellowship, since you seem to belong to them. Even thou mayst join the fellowship, and I can tell thee more about it. The fellowship is the philosophical group devoted to the teachings of a truly great man named Batlin. In the absence of the Avatar, Batlin has become a sort of spiritual father for the people of Britannia. Through his speeches and writings, he has changed the lives of many people, including my own. I can tell thee about the fellowship's philosophy if thou dost wish. We learned about that last week, so let's skip that. I'm sure thou must be on thy way. Sean smiles. Yep, so here's the jewelers. Oh yes, this is... so that's the... something something. It used to be that I could read runic, you know. Okay, so this is where this is indeed the shipwright's place. Oh, this is Iolo's bows. This belongs to him. What can he tell me about it? Okay, he just it tells us that he adventures with us. So this is Iolo's place. You see a young, wiry teen. Hello, lad. This is Thorm, the Avatar. This is my young apprentice, Coop. How go things, Coop? Not too badly, my lord. I sold a triple crossbow this morning. Lovely, lovely. Keep that gold coming in, that's what I always say. Tell us about Iolo. Hello, boss. Greetings, lad. Thou art looking well. The same to thee, my lord. All right. Job. I am the manager of Iolo's bows. Master Iolo has entrusted me with this responsibility. If there is anything thou dost want in the way of bows and arrows, please say so. Okay. Tell us about Iolo's bows. Iolo opened this shop many, many years ago. He opened Iolo's South in Serpent's Hold more recently. He's becoming quite an entrepreneur. Okay. I'd love to buy better equipment, but we have literally zero money right now. And that's not literally in the sense of unhyperbolic, well, not figuratively, but in the sense that we actually have 0 coins. You see a woman who oozes partially sincere friendliness. Name. My name is Gay. Job. I oversee the clothiers here in Britain when I am not pursuing the teachings of the fellowship. Right, we don't need anything from you right now, I don't think. Okay. I'm sure it does. Yeah, Britain definitely is big. In fact, by modern standards, Britain is huge. This is... I mean... the Fellowship. What is the Fellowship, you ask? The Fellowship is an organization that has sprung up since our character has been away from the land of Britannia, which promotes a philosophy around 3 principles. Strive for unity, trust thy brother, and worthiness precedes reward. Yes, they claim to be providing spiritual enlightenment and spiritual guidance to the people of Britannia. Yeah, that's who they are, at least on the surface. We will, of course, be learning a little more about them as the story goes on. Let's see. I don't quite know what I'm looking for right now, other than I think I should probably head to the castle to chat with Lord British, now that I think of it. Yeah, I think let's head straight there. I've just been sort of meandering and exploring, but I think we should probably... Wait, is this the moat? I think this is probably the moat. Hello, dog. I think... Yes, here's the drawbridge. Castle British. Hello, Chuckles. You are wary of conversing with that trickster Chuckles, but decide to anyway. Name. I must not say my name, lest I break the rule of the game. Job. I was, am, and shall be the court fool. I could give thee a clue if I wish, but for now my job is to play the game. Game. Thou must play the game if thou dost want to speak with me. Okay. So this is one of those cases where there are some hidden rules here. Explain it. Thou didst just break the rule of the game. Thou had best learn it. Okay, so the statement, explain it, breaks the rules of the game. Okay, so... Thou must play the game if thou dost wish to speak, if thou dost want to speak with me. Explain it. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? I wonder whether we need an odd number of words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Nope. Okay. So I think let's just try the responses and see which one works. What are the rules? Thou must just learn the game and then jump in and play it. Okay, so what are the rules works? What are the rules? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 13 again. I'm pretty sure he had 13 words in his previous statement. All right. What are the rules? I think we can only say things of statements of 4 words long. So I know the game. Then just play it. Also 4 words long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. These are all 5 words long. So there goes that. Then just play it. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. No, that doesn't sound right. Thought maybe the first letters were in alphabetical order. I mean, we can just brute force this, but let's try to figure it out. What do we converse about? Yeah, I thought that was... Okay, so I will speak if thou dost play the game, friend, Chuckle says. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 letters, 10 words long. Okay, so that starts with thou, ends with me. This works. I know the game. Ends with M, with me, interestingly. Let's see if that works. Then just play it. Maybe this one, since it... No, isn't this what we just tried? No, it's not that. So, alright. What are the rules worked? Very tricky, very tricky. So this presumably is the correct answer of what do we speak? Of what thou wouldst like. 2, 3, 4, 5. I really don't know how this works. Thou? Why dost thou want to speak of me? Canst thou not think of a thing much more fun of which to speak? Woman, girls, food, supper. Well, the fact that it's given me woman and girls suggests that one of those is the answer and the other is there to mislead me. But how does that work? Girls? Okay, girls works. There be a lot of fine girls in our fair town, or is it fair girls in our fine town? Chuckles shrugs his shoulders. Okay. I have no idea how this works. There is good food in the pub. As for me, I like to eat on the floor of my room. That's interesting. It seems to always start with the letter T. I have a feeling that it has something to do with responding to the way that, to what he says. Thou canst get a good meal there, but I could give thee a good clue. No. Okay. You know what? Forget it. I'm going to cheat. Hold on. I'm going to consult the Codex of Editable the Codex of Editable Wisdom, which is to say the wiki, or at least one of them. I might be visiting one of the other codices here. This is the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom, not the Editable Wisdom. Which one is this? Oh, okay. Editable Codex is the one on fandom.com. Never mind. I'm on the wiki.ultimacodex.com wiki. So let's look up the game. There's a good chance there's an entry for it somewhere. No? Alright, well in that case... Oops, let's try the other wiki. Okay, search the game. No? Okay. Let's try and just search for Chuckles game. Chuckles. There's Chuckles. They don't tell me what how the game works here. Let's see. Oh, okay, got it. Got it. Okay. Thou sure thou canst play the game? Yes. Then prove it. Talk to me. The trick here is that apparently we are sticking to single syllable words. Or there we go. Hi, Chuck. Hi there. What is on thy mind? Notice all single syllables. Let's see. It's multiple, 2 syllable. No, 3 syllables. Trouble. No, 2 syllables. 2 single syllables. There we go. Ah, I do know what thou dost mean. Thou dost need help, yes? Yes, I do. I might could give thee a clue. I would like to give Chuckles a black eye. That would be big of thee. Yeah, that works. What wilt thou give me for a clue? This is not the compassionate answer, Avatar of the Virtues. A smile. How nice. All right, I shall give thee a clue. 'Tis here in the scroll. So long, my friend. Do not lose how to play the game. He almost slipped and used a multi-syllable word. So let's look at our scroll. How to keep the avatar busy for hours looking for a clue. Please scroll forward. How to keep the avatar very busy for hours looking for a clue. Please scroll forward. How to keep the avatar very, very busy for hours looking for a clue. Please scroll forward. How to keep the avatar very, very, very busy for hours looking for a clue. Please scroll forward. How to keep the avatar so very, very, very incredibly busy for hours looking for a clue. Please scroll forward. How to keep the avatar so very, very, absolutely, unbelievably and incredibly busy for hours looking for a clue. Please scroll forward. When thou art not so busy, thou shouldst seek out Margareta the Gypsy in Minot and have thy fortune told. Signed, Chuckles. So there's our clue. Just a note, the word gypsy is, I believe, not considered okay these days, but this is an old game. This is from the early 90s, I think, I want to say. And yeah, that sort of thing hadn't been picked up on yet, at least with that specific word. Right. Now, oh hey, there's a gargoyle. By the way, if we want, we can kill Lord British with that. Hello there. No, not me. Tried to click on. There we go. You see your old friend Nicestool, just off the bottom of the screen. Now a decrepit old man in Major's robes. He seemed lost in thought, far away. Name. The Mage looks confused for a moment. My name is Nicestool? Yes, that is it. Job. Well, I used to perform quite a bit of magic, he says apologetically. At least, I think I used to do so. There is a man named Lord British. I think I work for him. Magic. Sometimes the magic works, sometimes it doth not. He waves his hand and drops his wand. Oops! He cries as he bends to pick it up. Shame. Oh, I think, oops, he cries, not that he cries as he bends to pick it up. Art thou sure this man is not really the jester? Anyway, as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, yes, magic. I can still sell thee some spells or reagents if thou wouldst like. Tell me about Lord British instead. Lord who? Dost thou mean that old man who sometimes sits on the throne? Bye. Are we going somewhere? Unfortunately, we can't afford to buy things from him just yet. Let's talk with this gargoyle. You see an impressive winged gargoyle with a stately demeanour. Name: to be known as Wislem. Job: to be advisor to Lord British and act as representative for my race here in Britain. To be honoured to be in long line of advisors to the king. Wislem: to be the word for wise man. Advisor: to make sure the gargoyle race is heard in the castle. To have been a long road to acceptance and integration into Britannian society. Integration: to tell you that, not long after your last visit, the gargoyles settled upon Turfin, an island to the southeast. To have moved little by little onto the mainland. Society: to be accepted in most places. To feel sad, however, that there are still towns that do not accept us. But our Lord and King Draxinusom is still alive and is doing a magnificent job. To know and help all gargoyles who are alive. Inama. Ah, that's right. Inama was a gargoyle who was, alas, one of the murder victims in Trinsic. Wislem listens to your story about the murders in Trinsic. To be sad to hear this. To suggest that you visit Lord Draxinusom in Turfin and tell him about Inamo. He will know who Inamo's parent gargoyle is. To recommend you relay this news as soon as possible. To go soon and tell Draxinusom about Inamo. Probably not soon. I'm not sure whether no means that I'm saying that I won't go at all, or whether it means I won't go soon. I'm going to say yes. To know you are reliable. Bye. To bid farewell. I do like that little quirk of the gargoyles that they speak. They have a different manner of speech to most humans. Huh? Well, here's the throne, at any rate. But where is British himself? There's a secret button there, by the way, but we'll deal with that in due course. First, I want to find Lord British, because I think that he will be helpful in advancing the quest. If we can we can figure out where. Ah, there he is. I see a British. Hello, definitely not Richard Garriott. You see your old friend Lord British, looking a bit older than when you last saw him. His eyes gleam at the sight of you. Welcome, my friend, he says, embracing you. Please tell me what brings thee to Britannia, or more importantly, what brought thee here. Rumble. Lord British looks at you gravely. The foundation of Britannia was shaken with the rising of an island. This event was no random disaster. It was one of sorcerous intent. I don't think we need to ask Lord British, King of the land, his name or his job. But still, Fellowship. They are an extremely useful and productive group of citizens. Thou shouldst most certainly visit the Fellowship headquarters here in Britain and speak with Batlin. The Fellowship has done many good deeds throughout Britannia, including feeding the poor, educating and helping those in need, and promoting general goodwill and peace. Yes, Orb of the Moons. Mine has not worked since the troubles with magic began. Indeed, none of the moon gates have been working reliably for quite a while, and yet a moon gate is how we got here. In fact, a moon gate that, oddly, was already active when we approached. Which is interesting. So, didst thou bring thine orb of the moons? No, actually. I see. Thou might be stranded in Britannia. Here, why not try mine? I shall let thee borrow it. Perhaps it will work for thee. Be careful, though. The moon gates have become dangerous. Lord British hands you his orb of the moons. This is an important item. This allows us, for one thing, to travel from place to place, but also to some places that are not accessible via mundane means. Now, we got here through a red moon gate, which is somewhat unusual. They're usually blue, as I recall. You relate the story of how a red moon gate appeared behind your house and mysteriously took you to Trinsic. Lord British's brow creases as you speak. Finally, he says, I did not send the red moon gate to fetch thee. Someone or something must have activated that moon gate. And that is strange indeed, because we have been having a bit of trouble with the moon gates as of late. In fact, we have been having trouble with magic in general. Interesting. Tell me about this island. Yes, Thorm, I felt a great disturbance in the ether when this island arose from the sea. The island is none other than the Isle of Fire, where thou defeated the Exodus. From Ultima 3, that is. I've never actually played Ultima 3, funnily enough. So tell me about Batlin. He is a druid who began the fellowship. He is a druid who began the fellowship about 20 years ago. He is highly intelligent and is a warm and gentle human being. Headquarters. Yes, it is not far from the castle, to the southwest. It is just south of the theatre, which is a place worth visiting, I do think. So tell me more about the moon gates. The moon gates are not functioning. We cannot use them as we have in the past. Not only are they dysfunctional, they are in fact dangerous. One of my trusted sages used mine own orb of the moons to travel to the Shrine of Humility, and his body did shatter upon entering the gate. If only that mage in Cove hadn't gone mad. Interesting. Magic? Something is awry. Magic has not been working for the longest time. I even have trouble creating food with magic. It must be something to do with the magical ether. There are those who say that magic is dying, what with the trouble with the moon gates and the situation with Nystil. I am beginning to suspect that they might be right. Lord British studies you a moment. Perhaps magic will work much better for thee. Thou hast not been in Britannia long. It is possible that whatever has affected magic has not made his mark upon thee yet. Please try it. A spellbook is stored with the rest of thine equipment. Good, so we're going to get some of our old equipment back. Right, tell me about the Isle of Fire. Thorm, thou shouldst know that when I created the Shrines of the Virtues, I also set upon this island 3 great shrines, dedicated to the principles of truth, love, and courage. They reside within the walls of the Castle of Fire. I never revealed this to thee before, as I thought them forever lost when the Isle of Fire mysteriously sank beneath the waves. The shrines are meant for the use of an avatar only, and therefore a talisman will be necessary to use one. The talismans are guarded by tests that thou shouldst have no problem passing if thou wish to seek their counsel. If thou wishes to seek out this isle, thou mayst use my ship. It now sits upon the southerly shore of Vesper and is called the Golden Ankh. Oh, so a free ship. Nice. Please feel free to use it for as long as thou hast need of it. Lord British hands you the deed to the ship. I have also focused a magical crystal upon the entrance to the Castle of Fire, which I refurbished after the battle with Exodus. Here, take it. Perhaps it will give thee some insight. Also, although be warned, it is not at all stable and might be prone to shatter the nearer thou find thyself to the location to which it is tuned. Lord British gives you the crystal. Okay, so lots of interesting stuff coming up now. Mad Mage. The ruler leans forward and speaks quietly. There is a mad mage in Cove by the name of Radium. Dost thou remember him? Radium was working with a magical substance called Blackrock. Before he went mad, he claimed that this mineral could solve the problems of the moon gates. I suggest that thou shouldst go to Cove and find him. Try to learn what it was he was doing with this Blackrock material. It could be our only hope. Blackrock like a black gate? Cove. Surely thou dost remember Cove. It is a very pleasant town to the east of Britain, quite relaxing. What's going on with Nystil? The king lowers his voice. He is acting oddly, isn't he? Something has happened to his mind. He doesn't seem to be able to concentrate on magic anymore. Spellbook? Yes, I have a spellbook stored away with the rest of the equipment. Equipment? Thou art welcome to any of mine equipment. I keep it in a locked storeroom here in the castle. Thou wilt find the key in my study. Okay, that's nice. Radium. He was a brilliant and respected mage, but something happened to him in recent years. He seemed to go completely senile. Suddenly something jars Lord British's memory. I wonder if there is a connection with what happened to Radium and what has befallen Nystil. Indeed. Storeroom. I'm sure thou canst find it. The ruler smiles slyly. Consider it something of a game. Study. It is in the western end of the castle. Bye. Goodbye, Thorm. Do come back soon. Who's this noble? This is a lovely, earthy woman with a warm smile. Word is spread quickly of thine arrival, Avatar. Welcome. Name. I am Miranda. Job. I serve on the Great Council. Today we are working on a bill of law. When I'm not here in the castle, I am kept busy with a young child. Okay, tell me about this bill. In Wisloclem and I are drafting a bill which would make illegal any distribution of waste products in Loch Lake near Cove. The lake is quite defiled. Goodbye. We shall see thee again soon, I hope, Avatar. A winged gargoyle looks at you with interest and obvious intelligence. To welcome thee to Britain, Avatar. Name. To be called in Wisloclem. Job. To be, indeed, an interpreter in my homeland. To be now on the Great Council to serve our most noble ruler, Lord British. To be honoured as one of the 2 gargoyles on the council. In Wisloclem. To mean interpreter in your language. Gargoyles. To be one of the surviving gargoyles and to preserve our heritage is my life work. To tell you our race emigrated to Britannia many, many years ago, to have settled on the island known as Turfin. Great Council. To create the laws of the land. To inform you that my colleague Miranda can tell you more of what we are doing now. To be unfortunate that most of the council is away now. Surviving. To be so many of my people killed 200 years ago in the War of the False Prophet. To be the war that you ended by bringing peace between our races. This was Ultima VI, I think? Turfin. To be a lonely place. To be desolate. To be not what humans call homey. To desire to establish a new way of life for gargoyles in Britannia. And to eliminate the hatred and misunderstanding of our race in humans. To know that ignorance breeds bigotry. To be one of those who are correcting this. The gargoyles were previously seen as enemies in the games before Ultima VI, and appeared at the start of Ultima VI to be enemies indeed, only to be discovered to be reacting to essentially the actions of the Avatar, which brought about devastation of their homeland. Anyway, I think let's just say goodbye for now. To say farewell. Alright, let's see if we can get our equipment. So, his study. This looks like a study. No one leaves. Lovely. We're looking for... a key. Excellent. I will have that. Now... It looks like a secret button to me. No? Maybe not. Let's try this one. Oops, get out of the way. Let's try this one. Surely that's a secret button. No? Looks like a secret button to me. Oh, maybe this was Lord British's study. No, but there is a lever here. Go away. Here we go. There we go. Now we have access to the secret passages of Castle Britain. Right. So we need to find the storeroom with our equipment, which I'm guessing, since this is a game, since Lord British has declared it a game, in fact, that it is likely to be somewhere hidden. Let's see. Ah, well, here's a hidden staircase, but it looks like it just goes up to the roof, which is not enormously useful. Okay, let's keep to the secret what's-its? Passages is the word that I'm looking for. That's not the passage. No, come on. Slightly clunky controls, I fear. Okay, good, that opened this side too. Hi there, who are you? You see your former companion and friend Geoffrey, Captain of the Guard, one of the old companions of the Avatar. Name. Geoffrey chuckles. I thought joking, I'm Geoffrey. Alright, tell me about Nystal then. He's quite loony. If thou dost not ask me, I believe all the mages in the land are afflicted. Take a look and find out for thyself. Job. These days I remain in my position as Captain of the Guard. I am Lord British's personal bodyguard and I am in charge of security at the castle. Shouldn't you be watching over Lord British? I do not have much time or use for adventuring now. Adventuring? I have aged a bit over the last 200 years. I am afraid I shall not be joining thee this time. But my thoughts are with thee, and if I may offer some assistance, I shall be glad to do so. Assistance? Mine advice to thee is to build up thine experience and skills as soon as possible. Thou hast been away from Britannia for a long time. Thou mightst not be in the same shape thou wert in at the end of thy last adventure here. Aged? Yes, it has been a long time by Britannian reckoning since I have seen mine homeland. When thou hast finished with thy business, do come back and tell me news of what is happening in our homeworld. The Avatar and I think all of the original companions of the Avatar, as well as Lord British, are all natives to our world, Earth. And, for that matter, a number of them are analogues of, or at least are how do I put this? Are fictionalized versions of Richard Garriott and his friends and such like. Experience. Go and search for monsters, vanquish them, take their gold, gain experience. Use that experience when thou dost visit trainers. Increase thy strength, dexterity, and intelligence, as well as thy combat skill and ability to perform magic. Thou wilt be lost without this necessary evolution of experience. Shape. It is apparently another difference in our two worlds. Whenever thou shalt return, it is as if thy physical body has arrived here for the first time. It is the reason why many of thine own companions have chosen to stay here, even though they have aged in Britannian time. Bye. Have courage, have faith, be strong, be wise. Okay, interesting stuff. Let's see. Yeah, that just operates those. Let's see. What's this? Looks like just some general stores to me. I wonder where this storeroom is then. I was so confident that it was going to be in one of the secret passages, but perhaps not. Is that what I think it is? That is a diaper. Is that a used diaper though? That's the important thing. What is this? And no, I'm not just being squicky by asking if it's a used diaper. In Ultima VII, used diapers are one of the ultimate weapons. Yes, really. You can use them to do things like terrify dragons. Yes, really. Okay, this is the Wizard of Oz. But I'm not going to carry around used diapers. I am sort of hoping that there will be a certain mouse around the place. But I don't see said mouse. But for one thing, we could use more characters in our party. And yes, the mouse is a potential party member. Hello, Chuckles. Wait. Is this the storeroom? No, I don't think so. I'm definitely not seeing anything that looks likely to be a storeroom of any sort. That's not it. Okay, in which case I'm going to try the roof again. Maybe there's something on the roof somewhere. And yes, we can fire those cannons if we so desire. Who's this? You see a thoroughly disheartened young man who is miserably languishing behind bars. Name. I am Western. Job. I have none so long as I am left to rot here in this prison. Thy job is to pay for the crime thou hast committed. Prison. My crime was stealing apples from the royal orchard. This I did, and I admit it freely. If given the same set of circumstances, I would do it again. Aha! Not only an unrepentant criminal, but also a potential professional thief. Looks like this one has ended in the right place and just in the nick of time. Circumstances. I am not from Britain, milady. I am from Paws, and it is another reason why they believe I can be trifled with. This prisoner is from Paws. I knew it. To his credit, he was in town nearly an entire day before he stole something. For a citizen of Paws, that is as honest as they come. Paws. Paws is a town where thou mayst feel the icy grip of poverty about thine heart. Oh, now I suppose he's going to go and tell us his whole pathetic life story. Couldst thou wait until I get out mine handkerchief so I do not interrupt thee with all my wailing? Poverty. I do not wish to bemoan my fate, but my family lives in Paws, my wife Alina and my child Cassie. They were starving, and I came to Britain to get food for them. Oh, now, do not go and bring up poverty as an excuse as to why thou hast turned to crime. My father was so poor he and his family had to eat dirt, but he still raised me proper. Beat the stuffings out of me if he ever so much as imagined I did anything wrong, I can tell thee that. Not sure it's not showing a little there. Starving. Although there are fools who will speak otherwise, the people of Britannia are being crushed by the vicious tyranny of the class system. While a few have more than they could ever enjoy, there are many who go to sleep hungry every night. Sounds familiar somehow. My wife and daughter, to name two of them. That reminds me, it is nearly time for my meal break. The trout is supposed to be delicious today at the farmer's market. Class system. While I am certain Lord British is a just and fair ruler, he must be quite unaware of all that goes on in his kingdom. Surely he would not tolerate such inequity. All right, it is enough noise out of thee. All day long, yakata about the awful, terrible class system. Why, the next thing thou knowest, thou shalt be saying society is to blame for thy crimes. Not a word from anybody about any appreciation for keeping the laws and order. No, of course not. But all the pity in the world for the dangerous lawbreakers who are the real threat to society. Wouldst thou speak with Lord British about me? I would bet that he is completely unaware of my case. Please, wilt thou speak with him? Yeah, sure. I thank thee, Avatar. My fate and the fates of my wife and daughter are in thine hands. Goodbye. I thank thee for visiting me. Okay, so we have a little side quest. We get to chat with Lord British about that poor fellow. Let's see, what's this? This looks... Aha. I think we found the place. I think this is our storeroom. Now, where's that key? Is our orb of the... no, is this the crystal ball? Yeah, that's the crystal ball. There's the key. Yep, this is the place. I don't think we need this key anymore. Now let's see. Where did our orb of the moons go now? Oh, there. I think that's it. Yeah. Let's see if we can use this. Oh, there we go. Oh dear, I don't think this is what Lord British described to us. So that's not encouraging. What is encouraging is that we have a kite shield and a spell book. And embarrassingly, a two-handed sword, so I needn't have spent all the money that I did on this one. And a pouch that we'll examine in a bit. And, was that a bedroll? Bedroll, excellent. And a barrel, which we'll examine in a bit. Just clearing everything out of this relatively limited space. That's just kitchen items. Just a sack of wheat. Don't think there's anything else in here that we want. No, doesn't look like it. Okay, so what's in this pouch? Ooh, some money. Nice. Who do I have handling our money at the moment? That's the question. So much stuff. Okay, spellbook's going in... No, spellbook should stay in my pouch. That's a two-handed sword, so I can't actually use the shield right now. Two-handed sword will probably end up being sold, so let's make this our sale pouch. YOLO has our money. Our food, rather. I think I have Spark keeping plot relevant documents. Whew, this is a game of a fair bit of inventory management, I am afraid. What was the scroll again? Oh, yes, okay. Yes, thank you. So, speaking of plot relevant documents. Let's go through this stuff. Move this over to Spark here. Good. Oh, right, I've just realized why I can't find any money. It's because we don't have any. Right. YOLO, you can keep our money. Is this our money? Is this currently our money pouch? Ooh, oh, excellent. This is a reagent bag. We will be wanting that. Oh, this inventory system. Now, where did I put that? Is this the money? Yeah. Okay. There we go. He will carry our money and our items there then. Okay, so now let's see if I can fit the... Okay, good. So there I have my reagent pouch. Let's move these breeches into here. Similarly, these clothes. Some of this will probably end up being sold off. It's a bottle. I presume that bottle has food in it, so I'm going to put that there. This is just a cup, I think. We don't actually need that. That's not really important. Lockpick, sextant. Okay, so I think we have a little bit of order going on here now. What's in the barrel? Oh, food. We're going to want that. Look at all these windows that you can end up with. I mean, points for a multi-window interface in DOS, but it would be nice if it were a little more... Ah, we want that bedroll too. Nice if it were a little more user-friendly. Ooh, nice. Okay, hold on. So what we're going to do is we're going to move these boots to you. So Spark and YOLO both have ordinary boots, and I will take the magic boots. Right. I think that's everything. Nice. In fact, that seems like a good moment to save. Actually, let's do a separate save to be on the save side. Right, now I think we'll do one more thing before we close up, and that's go chat with Lord British about this prisoner. Oops, these stairs. There we go. Let's see if he's still where we left him. Nope, he's not, because this game has NPC schedules, so people move around during the course of the day. He's not in the throne room. Honestly, I don't like NPC schedules. I find them more I mean, I acknowledge and respect the verisimilitude that they provide, but I find them more a nuisance than they're worth personally. For example, right now I want to go to talk to Lord British for the purposes of a quest, but I don't know where Lord British is, which means I end up wandering around the castle, wasting time in order to find British. There we go. Now I just have to navigate around this. Hi. Yes, Thorm? Lord British asks. Weston. Lord British listens to your story about Weston. He looks concerned. I do not recall this case. Let me check. He quickly scans a large scroll. Imprisoned for the theft of 1 apple from the royal orchards. Ludicrous! Someone must have usurped mine authority. Thou mayst consider this man pardoned. An investigation will commence immediately into the circumstances surrounding his address, and into this fellow Fig. My thanks to the Avatar. Okay, interesting. Goodbye, Thorm. Do come back soon. Very interesting. Oh, hey, mouse. You see a very large mouse with an air of superior intelligence. Avatar, she exclaims, I cannot believe thou art here, Thorm. Name. Why dost thou not remember Sherry, Thorm? Job. I mainly assist Nana in the royal nursery during the day. I watch the children alone in the evenings while Nana has dinner and goes to a fellowship meeting. Other times I run around the castle looking for mouse food. Royal nursery. The children are so much fun. I like to read them their favourite story. It happens to be Lord British's favourite children's story too. He read it with me, those many years ago. Castle. It is much the same as it was when thou wert here. There has been a bit of remodelling. After all, it has been 200 years since thou wert last here. I believe Lord British has a storeroom with quite a bit of equipment inside. Mouse food. Well, cheese is my favourite. If thou dost ever have cheese to give away, I will gladly eat it, but I will generally eat most anything. Dost thou have any cheese for me? No, I don't think so. Too bad. If thou dost find any, please keep me in mind. Children, if thou hast not had the chance yet, do look around and meet them. They are the most wonderful and amusing. Story. Dost thou want to hear the story? It's called Hubert's Hair-Raising Adventure. Sure. Sherry Reed stands on her hind legs, takes a deep breath, and then recites, from memory, very, very fast. Hubert the Lion was haughty and vain, and especially proud of his elegant mane, but conceit of this sort isn't proper at all, and Hubert the Lion was due for a fall. One day as he sharpened his claws on a rock, he received a most horrible, terrible shock. A flaming hot spark flew up into the air, came down on his head and ignited his hair. With a roar of surprise he took off like a streak away through the jungle to Zambuzi Creek. He leaped in kersplash with a shower of bubbles, and came bobbing up with a head full of stubbles. At first he just stared with a wide open mouth at the cloud of black smoke drifting off to the south. Then he felt with his paws just in back of his ears, and suddenly realized the worst of his fears. I'm ruined, he shouted. Oh, what'll I do? I'd rather be dead than go live in a zoo, and if anyone sees me, oh, what a disgrace. So I'd better discover a good hiding place. Whew, that was quick. Bye. Farewell, milady. Why can I not recruit Sherry? Hold on. YOLO. Do we have any food? Any cheese? We do not have any cheese. Pity. So I'm pretty sure we can recruit Sherry somehow, but I don't know how. Maybe you have to give her cheese. Alright, well, we have learned somewhat, and we've picked up some equipment. And my inventory has been rearranged. Okay, so here's our spell book. Okay, so our cantrips, I suppose, if you want to use D&D terms, our basic spells are here. We have all of those by default, and then of the first circle, then we have various circles, up to 8, I think. Yeah, 8 circles of spells, of which we have only one each of the first 3. So we have our basic Awaken, Weather, Douse, Fireworks, Glimmer, Help, Ignite, and Thunder. I think Help will bring us back to Lord British. Yes, you see the crown here. Then we have a Cure spell, which is handy if we get poisoned. A Light spell, which is good for adventuring through caves and such like. A Fire Blast spell, which sounds like a good attack. Heal, which presumably heals, and then we don't know what else we have yet. What does our mana look like? We have 10 mana, which means that a single casting of these will do us in, right? Well, we'll use up all our mana right now. YOLO has no mana, and Spark has no mana. Right, so let me see if we can cast a spell. I presume these are free, so what about Glimmer? I don't know whether that did anything. Possibly because we're not somewhere dark. Weather. Yep, there we go. We just changed the weather. It is now... Yep, we summoned a thunderstorm. Go us. There we go, and we sent it away. Nice. Fireworks. There we go. Created some nice little fireworks. I don't know whether that can be used to distract enemies. Let's see. Thunder. I presume that was a thunder effect, or supposed to be a thunder effect. It's entirely plausible that some of these sounds that we're hearing are not accurate, of course. The music hall is what this is. Oh, that's nice. So we can come here if we want to listen to some music. What's the... Avatar, they are doing a play about thee. Oh. I think this is the Royal Theatre. Well, let's look at this and then we'll close up for the night. Oh yes, I can guess which character he's playing. This lovely actress is dressed in a mouse costume. Name: I am Amber. Job: I am an actress at the Royal Theatre. I am playing the role of Sherry the Mouse in the new play. Play: between thee and me, methinks the play stinks. She winks at you. Sherry: canst thou imagine such drivel? I cannot believe there ever was a Sherry the Mouse. Who ever heard of a mouse that could talk? Especially these lines. I would rather play a queen. Much more fitting for me, I would say. Queen? I asked Raimundo about this, and he threw a tantrum. He said that it would not be historically accurate. Ha! As if that was something of any significance. Lines. I have to memorize this preposterous children's story called Hubert's Hair-Raising Adventure. Adieu. This actor has much stage presence and a booming voice. Name: my real name is Stuart. My stage name is Lawrence. Job: I am the greatest actor who ever lived, he proclaims with absolutely no modesty. I am playing the character YOLO in the new play. Lawrence: 'tis the name of a particular hero of mine. YOLO. Stuart's feathers are obviously ruffled. Yes, I have been cast as a second banana yet again. I am much more suited to play the Avatar, but did Raimundo cast me? No. But thou art nothing like me. And who art thou, pray tell? Why, I am the real Iolo. Of course thou art, and I am really Lord British. Thou must take me for a fool to think I would believe that. Your friend whispers to you, these actor types, a touchy bunch, eh? And say goodbye to this person. I want to talk to you. Oh dear. This is a tall, skinny actor with knobby knees. He wears a woman's wig and is dressed in drag. Name. The actor speaks in falsetto. I am Jesse and I am a star. He slaps his own face and speaks in a normal register. Oops, sorry. I'm so entrenched in the role that I sometimes forget that I am not a woman. Job. I work at the Royal Theatre as an actor. I've played all the great roles in my career. I now have the chance to play the part of a lifetime, the Avatar. Oh, of course, he's having to act as a woman because we chose to play a female Avatar. And it's the same actor whichever we choose, so if we had chosen to be a male Avatar, he would have been playing a male Avatar. Anyway, Royal Theatre. Because it must cater to the masses, we never have the opportunity to do experimental works, only the traditional gruel of mediocrity. But it is a wonderful space and it has marvellous acoustics. Avatar. The role is very challenging. I have a plethora of lines and I had to work with a trainer for weeks to prepare for the enormous amount of activity required. This role will make Jesse a household name. Masses? People like to see tales of heroic adventures, knights in armour, beautiful princesses, wise kings, wizards, evil monsters, all that rot. Experimental works. My favourite piece is something Raimundo wrote for me entitled 3 on a Codpiece. I stand on stage and invite the audience to join me in tearing an undergarment into tiny pieces, after which they are placed in funeral urns and mixed with wheat paste. The pieces of cloth, not the audience members. Although that does sound like it might be an interesting way of going about it. Then the audience may glue the pieces anywhere on my body that they wish. I am not ashamed to say I don't get it. Challenging. It is easily the most ambitious theatrical production ever conceived. He's talking about their current play, I think. there is over 100 hours of playtime. That is a long time for an audience. Yeah, I think maybe referencing something from past games or something. Lines. My biggest lines are name, job, bye. Bye. Goodbye. Be sure to come to the show when it opens. Yep. Let me see if I can just find the fellowship hall quickly. That'll be a good spot to close up, I think. I think this is probably it. Yeah, this is the place. And here then, we shall close up for the evening. Thank you very much for joining me. Let me just do a save quickly. Save on this slot. There we go. And quit. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had fun. I have. Stay well and goodbye.